The way how you can handle Shita and Ushna, the way how you can handle your Jaya, Apajaya, defeat and victory, is it not? That is where yoga comes into picture. So, yoga is nothing but it is the technique of handling both sorrow and happiness. How you manage both sorrow and happiness. That is where Krishna is telling. So, therefore, श्रुति विप्रतिपन्नाते यदा स्थास्यति निश्चला समादावचला बुद्धि तदा योगम अवाप्स्यसि. Yoga, that state one can go or raise to that height only when he or she is undisturbed or unperturbed, not perturbed or disturbed by the both sorrow and happiness. Shita, Ushna, Jaya, Apajaya, Raga, Dvesha. One who does not get Vichalita, one who does not get Vichalita. What do you mean by Vichalita? Not getting disturbed by the success and failure. Then only Tada Yogam Amapsyasi. Okay. All this treatment, the gist of life, everything was given by Krishna. Now Arjuna asks this question. Okay, you said so many things about yoga. What is the state of yoga? Being neutral, is it not? That skill which makes you to be not getting disturbed or perturbed by the happiness or sorrow. Okay, what is the definition of that highest consciousness? He is asking the question. Sthita pragnasya ka bhasha. I just told you, even in Maitrimilan, these are the common questions in Bhagavad Gita study. So Arjuna is asking, what is the definition of Sthita Prajna? Sthita Prajna means stable conscious. One who has stability in consciousness. Prajna. Prajna means Prakrishta Gnana. That is the etymology of the word Prajna. Etymology of the word Prajna. What do you mean by Prajna? Everybody writes in dictionary, consciousness. What conscious? That is supreme consciousness. Prajna means Prakrishta Jnana. Prakrishta means highest. So, how is it that your mind is always absorbed in the highest consciousness or supreme consciousness? What is the definition of Sthita Prajna? Sthita means established. So you are established supreme consciousness. I told you already. Prajna, pra means Vishnu. Akaya pravisambhuma sakaha Vishnu vachakaha. Ekakshara kosha is there. There is a single letter dictionary. In that single letter dictionary, what are all the meanings of a, ka, ya, pra, vi, sam, bhu, ma? All this they say in a single letter dictionary, they say Ekakshara Kosha, it is Vishnu Vachakaha. All these letters. Akaya Pravisambhu Masakaha, Vishnu Vachakaha. So if you take that meaning, Prajna means Vishnu Gnana. That means supreme consciousness. What a beautiful way. These are all the meanings you have to derive. When Arjuna is asking what is Sthita Prajnasya ka bhasha. Ka bhasha means what? What is the definition? Bhasha means not language here. Ka bhasha means definition he is asking. He is asking the definition of stable consciousness or supreme consciousness. What do you mean by that? And what is samadhi? You said so many things. Samadha vachala buddhihi tada yogam avapsisi in the previous shloka. What is samadhi? Please let me know. What is that features of samadhi? What are the lakshanas of samadhi? Or if a person who has achieved that samadhi, let me know what are his lakshanas. Okay. So, stitadihi kim prabhasheta? How will he speak? Like anybody, like everyone speaks, he is also going to speak in the normal way? Or is there any difference between a common man's speech or highly elevated person's speech? That he is asking. स्थितधीहि किम प्रभाषेत किम आसीत कैसे बैठता है वो हाउ इज गोइंग टू सिट व्रजेत किम व्रज मीन्स मूविंग हाउ ही वॉक्स हाउ ही सिट्स हाउ ही स्पीक्स लाइक ए कॉमन मैन और इज देयर एनी डिफरेंस बिटवीन स्थित प्रज्ञा ऑल दीज एक्टिविटीज और कॉमन मैन एक्टिविटीज प्लीज लेट मी नो दिस इज द precise question asked by Arjuna. That means we also have all this. जो भगवान का प्रज्ञा में, that is Krishna consciousness. Krishna conscious, that is only supreme conscious. That is why that Krishna consciousness is the highest consciousness. जो आदमी उस स्तर पे रहता है वो बातें कैसे करते हैं, बैठते कैसे, उठते कैसे, चलते कैसे, दैट स्पेसिफिक एक्टिविटीज हाउ डू दे एग्जिबिट? इज देयर एनी स्पेशल वे ऑफ टॉकिंग और सिटिंग एंड वॉकिंग और इज इट्स नॉर्मल लाइक एनी अदर कॉमन मैन? दैट इज द क्वेश्चन which is bothering everyone. Now Krishna answers. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. So you need to by heart these 5 shlokas from 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59 also. From 54 to 59, 5, 6 shlokas, it should be in your fingertips. What was the answer given by Krishna? What did he say for these questions? How does he talk? How does he sit? How does he walk? What is the definition of stable consciousness? What do you mean by samadhi? So he says, Prajahati yada kaman, one who ascends. This is very important. Prajahati means one who ascends, who raises above. Above what? Yada kaman, all the desires. One who is going to go beyond all the desires. He is only called as stable consciousness. One who has no desires. Yes, you have to go beyond the desires. Because desires are always originating from mind. Yada kaman sarvan partha manogatan. Mind. Mind is the seed for all the diseases. So you need to know that mind is the source of all the desires. One who ascends above this desire, he is only called as Sthita Prajna. Prajahati yada kaman. Prakarshena jahati. Jahati means one who ascends. जो ऊपर उठता है, सभी कामनाओं से जो ऊपर उठता है वही स्थित प्रज्ञ है. कुछ भी कामना नहीं होनी चाहिए, है ना? किसी ने पूछा ये प्रश्न, कोई कामना नहीं है तो अगर एक आदमी का one person is having desire. Desire is the basic quality of living entity. How can a person go beyond all the desires? One asked this question. I don't want to desire anything. That is also a desire, no? I don't want to desire anything is also a desire. What is your desire? I don't want to desire anything. वो भी एक कामना है ना, कि कामना कुछ भी नहीं चाहना है. Nothing I should desire is also a desire. वहां भी चाहत ही जीत गए हैं ना उधर. It is the win for the desire only. What you are desiring? I don't want to desire anything. That is also a desire. That means nobody can be without a desire. Nobody can be without a desire. Not to desire anything is also a desire, Baba. What is your wish? I wish I should not desire anything. Oh, that is also a wish. So, जिंदगी में कोई ऐसा बंदा नहीं है जो ने कुछ नहीं चाहता है. कुछ ना कुछ तो चाहता ही होगा. अगर कुछ नहीं चाहता है तो वही एक चाहत बन जाता है. कुछ भी नहीं चाहना है. Nothing I should desire. It is not easy. Kama only will win everywhere. Is it not? Kama means desire. So the desire also wins. Always, because we cannot see anybody not desiring anything. एक सन्यासी का भी कुछ डिजायर होता है भाई. हाँ, I should be always not to desire anything. That is also a desire. So this is what Krishna says here. Prajahati yada kaman sarvan parthamanogotan. That means the desires which are materialistic desires. Desiring moksha is not a desire. Oh, please note it. Desiring moksha, that which is not the materialistic desire, is desirable. Yes, you need to desire for that. Otherwise, zindagi kya hai? The whole life becomes meaningless. If you cannot desire anything, even desiring moksha, I want to get liberated from this cycle of birth and death, that is also a desire, no? That is paramarthika desire, not materialistic. So don't desire which is materialistic, that which drags you down into this earth only. जो आपको इधर ही खींचता है, उसको मत चाहो. हाँ, yes, I want to be always in Krishna consciousness. मेरा मन हमेशा भगवान के चरणों में रहना है, लीन होना है. ये तो अच्छा ही है. This desire is desirable. We cannot call it as kama. This is not materialistic. So desires which are not materialistic, they are to be desired. So you need to know how to bifurcate those desires. Highest desire, that is getting moksha, yes, it is desirable. Otherwise, जीने का मकसद क्या है? जीने का कोई सवाल ही नहीं उठता है. क्यों जी रहे? कुछ ना कुछ चाहते हैं ना, कम से कम मोक्ष तो चाहते. हाँ, this is what Krishna is telling. Atmani eva atmana tushtaha. One who is happy within himself. He is happy within himself. No need to depend on any external things. If I get this thing, I will be very happy. If I get this thing, I will be very happy. If I get this thing, I will be very happy. Oh, that means your desires, your happiness are dependent on materials. बीवी मिलता है तो मैं खुश, बच्चा होता है तो तब खुश, पैसा मिलता है, गाड़ी है तब खुश. अरे, you are depending on something else for happiness. Happiness is something which is within you. Atmani eva atmana tushtaha. That means a person who is happy within himself, he should be Swatmarama. Yes, Swatmarama means one who is happy within himself. He does not depend on any other external things for happiness. All our life is definitely oriented towards so many things, is it not? नहीं तो दुखी हो जाते हैं हम. We need so many things in life, and our happiness is definitely outward oriented, not inside. When you become happy, when you don't get anything also, that is only Atma Rama. Atma Rama Ananda Ramana Achyuta Keshava Hari Narayana. What a beautiful song. Is it not bhajan? So in bhajan, this song they are singing. Amazing. Atma Rama. That means where you need to be always happy within yourself. Be happy with whatever you have or you don't have. That is what Atmani eva Atmana tushtaha. One who is happy within himself without depending on any other external material, he is only called as Stita Prajna. That is the definition. Dukkhesho anudvignamanaha. Next, continuously he is telling. 56. Dukkhesho anudvignamanaha. When you become sorrow, your mind is always disturbed. You go into depression. And we go into depression when we don't get things what we desire. दुखा जब आता है तो आदमी अपने आप को जमीन के अंदर गाड़ लेता है. ओ जमीन के अंदर चला गया. We go into underground. और मन कितना, that means it is going to below the earth only. That means anudvignamana. That means where your mind is not going to get agitated. Udvigna. Udvigna means agitation. Mind is always agitated with dukkha. So when a person does not get agitated, anudvignamanaha, oh, he is really sthita prajna. Sukheshu, when happiness comes, ऊपर हवा में उड़ने लगते हैं हम. We start flying in the air. Our feet will not be on the ground only. We start flying. Is it not? Happiness should not make you to fly. The more height you are going to go and fly, with the same intensity you will be pulled down. So be very careful. Don't fly too high. Be grounded. So that even when you fall next, you will not get hurt. If you fly too much height, there is always chances of you getting hurt. More height means more intensively you are going to fall down. Jada udo mat. So, one who sukheshu vigatas praha. When happiness comes, ठीक है, कोई मतलब ही नहीं है उससे. हाँ, ऐसा रहो. Be like as if you are not at all getting any responses there. Yes, don't show your happiness. You need not respond or react to the happiness also. Sukheshu vigataspraha. And Vita raga bhaya krodha. Raga bhaya krodha. These are the three things which are going to bother our life. Raga, bhaya, krodha. If you don't get your desires fulfilled, then you will become angry. Krodha. If you don't get things done, then you will be always anxious. Bhaya and Krodha, they are the outcome of raga. Raga means not Sangeeta raga. It is raga means attachment. The words are same. Raga. Kaun sa raga? Hamsadvani? Maya Malava Gowda? No, not that raga. Raga means not the music. It is the attachment. The more and more you get attached to things in life, it can be things or it can be persons also. Yes, if you get too much attached with anybody, whether father, mother, wife, children, brother, sister, whatever it is, that attachment is going to become a very big headache for you in future, in spiritual sadhana. So better be in your limitation. Yes. Even I will tell you one beautiful story. Yes, it is a live incident which happened. A female who was doing sadhana, who was doing meditation sadhana, she approaches one guru and tells her problem. What is your problem? मेरे पति मुझसे बहुत प्यार करते हैं. अरे ये प्रॉब्लम है क्या? देखिए, मेरे पति और बच्चे, माई हस्बैंड एंड माई चिल्ड्रन, दे लव मी टू मच. अरे वही बहुत बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है मुझे. इन माई मेडिटेशन दैट इट सेल्फ इज ए प्रॉब्लम. अरे खुश होना चाहिए, घर में पति बच्चे सब बहुत प्यार करते हैं. हाँ, वही एक बहुत बड़ा बाधा बन गया. हाउ शुड आई? दैट इट सेल्फ इज ए वेरी बिग प्रॉब्लम. सी हाउ रागा इज गोइंग टू बॉदर यू. I don't want that love because that is bothering me. Zindagi mein. See, if you want to be in height of consciousness, you should know how to be like a lotus leaf on water. Padma patram imambasa. Like a lotus. If you take out the lotus from water, it will die. But if it is there in water, water does not stick to the lotus. पानी डालो लोटस के पत्ते के ऊपर, it will, वो सरक जाएगा नीचे मोती के तरह. It will just slip away on the lotus leaf. If you put water, it looks like pearls and it will not get attached only. Be like a lotus leaf. ब्रह्मणि आदाय कर्माणि संगम त्यक्त्वा करोति यः लिप्यते न स पापेन पद्मपत्रमिवाम्बसा. That is the beautiful statement from Bhagavad Gita. That is the best treatment methodology adopted by Krishna. Look into the nature. Nature is going to teach you so many things, but we are not bothered only. कितने बार देखा है पॉन्ड में लोटस, देखते ही मन खिल जाता है, अरे कितना अच्छा लोटस देखो उधर. अरे उससे कुछ सीख रहे क्या? आर यू लर्निंग समथिंग फ्रॉम दैट लोटस? इन महाभारत वी गेट 24 tattvas which are going to teach you. Yes, just a spider which is going to build net over the walls, it is going to teach you something. क्या? नीचे गिरता है फिर ऊपर उठता है. Have you observed the spider? How much it is going to try again and again and again and again to build the net. It is going to teach you. It is a very good teacher. Urnanabha, we call it as Urnanabha. What is Urnanabha? That means from its abdomen navel, that things which are going to get sticky things which are going to make a very big net. Where it is coming from? From the nabhi. From the nabhi of that spider, from the umbilical region of that spider, there is a sticky material which is going to get produced. That is how it is knitting. Any small fly which gets trapped in that, it cannot come out. Is it not? Have you seen? Yeah, we have observed so many times how a small fly goes and gets trapped, and where it is going to be hiding, it will come immediately and pick its food. Oh, to prepare that net, how much time it has taken? Oh, this is a beautiful learning for everyone. We should learn from the nature. Like that, when you see the pond and the lotus in that, learn from that. How lotus is not attached to water, though it is in water, inside water. Yes, इस संसार में रहना है हमें, मगर लगो मत ज्यादा. लगाव नहीं होनी चाहिए ज्यादा. जितना चाहिए बस उतना ही. How much is necessary, that much only. The more attachment, the more disappointment. That is how that female was worried. She approaches Guru and asks, मैं क्या करूं, मेरे पति मुझे बहुत प्यार करते हैं, बच्चे लोग इतने प्यार करते हैं कि वो बहुत बड़ा हेडेक हो गया मुझे. Yes, it is a raga is going to become a very big headache. So that is why Vitaraga Bhaya Krodha. He is only who is called as Sthita Prajna, one who is devoid of all this raga, bhaya and krodha. What a beautiful way. These are the best dose of treatment given by Krishna to Arjuna. These are the powerful 5 shlokas, 6 shlokas are like powerful antibiotics. Like how you use antibiotic, you know, to treat or bactericidal, antiviral, whatever you use. It is a powerful antibiotic here. These are the 5 6 shlokas. 54 is the question. 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. They are like powerful antibiotics. So we need to adopt this in life. Dukkheshu anudvignamanaha, sukheshu vigataspruhaha, vitaraga bhayakrodaha, stitadhir muniruchyate. Then, next he says, continues, yaha sarvatra anabhisnehaha. Anabhisnehaha means non-attachment. Sarvatra, everywhere, wherever he goes. That is why one of the important activity of a sannyasi is not to stay in one place. What is the real sannyasi do? He does not stay in one place for more than 3 days. You are not supposed to. There is a sannyasa dharma. You are not supposed to stay. If you stay more than 3 days in one place, people will start coming and getting attached to you. And you will start becoming a samsari also. सन्यासी बनने गया, मगर बना क्या? बहुत बड़ा संसारी बन गया. बाद में सब घर बार छोड़ दिया, गया हिमालय में, उधर एक जगह में बैठ गया, जगह के बहुत प्यार होने लगा उसको. So don't ever stay in one place, otherwise you will get attachment. So what is your duty? To shift from one place to another place. That is only we call it as Parivrajakacharya. Parivrajakacharya means always wandering like a vagabond. You have to wander. Which is in anatomy. I will ask you an anatomy question. Because many people failed in anatomy. I want to. Which nerve is called as vagabond? Yes, at least, vagabond. It is vagus nerve is called as a vagabond. Because it travels from where? From the base of the brain. It's going everywhere up to the guts. The feeling, the gut feeling, what you are going to get, it is in the intestines. But the root is there somewhere in the brain stem. It is like a vagabond. Vagus nerve. So you should also be like a vagabond. Don't get attached to one place. If you are staying in one place, then you are finished. Your spirituality gets vanished. So don't. आजकल के सन्यासी लोग कौन कितने हैं ऐसे? Nobody is a sannyasi. They are all having big mutt, big assets, big bank accounts, and posing themselves as a sannyasi. They are all modern sannyasis. In the name of sannyasa, they are a very big dabba. So they are not real sannyasis at all. Tell me, show me any one sannyasi who is living as per the sannyasa dharma. No. That is why na abhinandati na dveshti yas sarvatra anabhisneha tat prapya shubha shubham. Shubha or ashubha, whether you come in contact with auspicious or inauspicious, you don't get disturbed. And you are not attached to anything, anybody, or any place. That is why in sannyasa we have 4 stages. What are the 4 stages of sannyasa? Kutichaka, Bahudaka, Hamsa, Paramahamsa. These are the 4 stages of sannyasa. Please note it. Kutichaka, Bahudaka, Hamsa, Paramahamsa. But every sannyasi should be called as Paramahamsa. Oh, Paramahamsa Parivrajaka Aravarina. Oh, that is how you praise Kutichaka. Kutichaka means staying in one place, one kutira. एक कुटीर बना के एक जगह में बैठ के जो साधना करता है उसको बोलते हैं सन्यासी कुटीचका. Bahudaka means where he is going to drink water from different places. That means he is going away, not staying in one place. Bahudaka. Hamsa. Hamsa means divine swan. Like a divine swan takes only that which is necessary. Unnecessary things he is going to sacrifice. Paramahamsa. Paramahamsa means supreme. Paramahamsa means supreme. So these are the 4 stages of sannyasa. Kutichaka, Bahudaka, Hamsa, Paramahamsa. So a person who is not attached to anything in and around, when he is getting something or when he is not getting something, Shubha, Ashubha. Na abhinandati na dveshti. He neither congratulates nor he is going to hate anything in this world. No hatredness, no attachment. बोलते हैं ना, I love this, I like this too much. In the same way, I hate this, I hate this, I hate that. अरे आजकल के छोटे छोटे बच्चे बोलते हैं ये I hate this. अरे उनके दिमाग में हेटरेडनेस कौन डाला? माता पिता नहीं, पेरेंट्स ओनली. They started speaking I hate this, I hate that. बच्चे लोग, they don't even know the spelling of the hate, but they start speaking I hate this, I hate that. This is the power of negativity. इसीलिए घर में जो भी बड़े लोग बोलते हैं ना, बच्चों के ऊपर कितना असर पड़ता है आपको जानना चाहिए. घर का माहौल जो है, that is going to impact on the children. So always be always positive. Not even a single negative thoughts, words and action. It is going to impact because you are the role model for your children only. They consider parents as the role model. है ना? बचपन में, oh, my father is the hero. My mother is heroine. That is the impression what the children has. है ना? यही होता है ना, एक बच्चे के लिए अपने माँ बाप ही हीरो हीरोइन है. अगर वही झगड़ते रहते घर में, अनाप शनाप बोल के घर में, तो what will be the effect on the children? It affects the psychology. इसीलिए बच्चे भी बोलने लगते हैं I hate this, I hate that. Don't bring hatredness. That is what na abhinandati na dveshti. One who does not even hate, does not even get attached to anything, his conscience is always in the highest. This is the Sthitaprajna definition. Then, yada samharate chayam kurmonganiva sarvashaha. What is the best example for this? Yada samharate chayam. When a tortoise gets senses some danger, what it will do? It will retract all its limbs. अपना सर भी अंदर चला जाता है, हाथ पैर दोनों जो है वो अंदर ले लेता है, खींच लेता है. Why? It is so confident that the back is so strong. है ना? एक tortoise का अपना पीठ जो है इतना स्ट्रांग है, पत्थर लेके डालो उसके ऊपर वो टूटेगा नहीं. God has given such powerful protection for that. Immediately it is going to withdraw. So, yada samharate chayam kurmo angani va sarvashaha indriyani indriyartebhyaha tasya prajna pratishtita. What a beautiful way. You also withdraw your sense organs from the sense objects. What better example can be given? This is nature. Like how the tortoise is going to withdraw its senses, you also withdraw your sense organs from the sense objects. These are the sense objects. हो गया ना? श्रोत्रम, चक्षुः, स्पर्शनंच, रसनम, घ्राणमेव च। 5 इधर ही है। तो विथड्रॉ योर सेंसेस, दैट इज व्हाट इज स्थित प्रज्ञा। देयरफॉर विषया विनिवर्तन्ते, get detached from all the vishayas. Why vishayas? Because there is visha in that, there is a poison, है ना? Vishaya means there is poison there. Utilize or use it only judiciously. If you cross the limitation, it is going to become visha. That is why that word vishaya. Vishaya means not just objects. Vishaya contains visha. What a beautiful words here. विषया विनिवर्तन्ते निराहारस्य देहिनः। आज एकादशी है, निराहारी बनो। जब पेट को खाना देते हैं ना, वो मांगता ही रहता है। इट विल डिमांड once in 15 days. Make your body to suffer, not with water, not with any eatables. Yes, निराहारस्य देहिनः। सीखो पहले। You have to learn to be nirahari once in 2 weeks. Then your body will get serviced. है ना? Once in 6 months, your gadi, your vehicle should be taken for service. When gadi you are giving for service, why not this body? This body also should get serviced. है ना? That is once in 2 weeks. You must. Today is the perfect day for Haridina Ekadashi. Vyasa Maharshi says in Vishnu Purana, Punarvachmi, Punarvachmi, Shruyatam, Shruyatam, Naraha, Nabhoktavyam, 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 Harer Dine. Haridina. Haridina means Ekadashi, 11th day. On this day, please don't eat, please don't eat. Greatness of this Apara Ekadashi today. So every class is a Maitri Milan here. So you need to just observe all this. Okay? Fine. 60 shlokas are done. Because mind is so powerful that it will drag you. Haranti prasabham manaha. Mind is the powerful tool to destroy you. That is why mind is the powerful tool to destroy any person. Mind is the one which is going to destroy you. Mind is the one which is going to uplift you. Decide what you want, upliftment or getting destroyed. It's all in your hands to decide. Okay. Tomorrow, definitely, I will finish this chapter and enter into the next chapter. Thank you very much. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Send me the attendance, those who came late.